Welcome again. This is lesson 4, how AI works. So in this lesson, I want to just I'll take you through the workflow of AI and how the whole thing work and how it functions. So pay good attention. How it works. So objective by the end of the lesson, I would like you to run the. You will be able. I think you will be able to understand the basic workflow of how AI works, learn the key concept like data, algorithm, training, and prediction, recognize the role of data and its importance. Data is very important and follow practical examples using simple AI models. So there are a lot of AI models around. So yeah, look them up and but here I'm gonna just show you the workflow and the work process. Um, the workflow of AI. So AI system operates in cycles. Data collection, collecting the data, very important step. Your data is very important if you trying to work with the AI models. So yeah, but AI models learn from data sets. So collecting data, if you want to start from scratch, that is important. Processing and preparing your data, very important. Data quality, data quantity, data in as a whole. It's and then you choosing the algorithm when you want to work with. So most of them produce in Python. So you look forward to and then training of the model. So you have your data, you process, and then you start training. And then after training, you test, you validate, and you make prediction. That is how it works. So in my simplified view, you can see input into the system. It's your data, the model training and everything. You get your model and then prediction depending on what type of AI you're training, regression and all of that on deep learning network or neural networks. Neural networks. So the key concept in AI like data. So data is defined as information AI uses to learn. Type of data we have text, email, messages. We have images, photos of crops and faces. We have audio. We have speech and sounds and audio, speech sounds and all of that. We have number, says data, temperature, etc. And then important AI rely on large data set to learn patterns, garbage in, garbage out. So if your data is poor, your system might be poor in terms of output. So it's your data is very important when you're working with training AI models and all of that. Key concept in AI algorithm. So algorithm is it's one of the key concept. It's a set of rules to help AI learn from data. So you have to set the rules for it, the AI in terms of the training, the data set splitting, and all of that. You have to give it rules with which it works with. Examples are linear regression, predicting how species, decision tree, decision making, neural network, image and speech recognitions. So yeah, those are some of them. Training an AI model, training process. So input into the algorithm. So you pull your input, which is your data, and then the AI model learn the patterns in the data, and so it's recognized. And then you can test the model to measure the accuracy by putting maybe testing it against raw data to see if it recognizes if it's a recognition pattern once. Because essentially, the model can make prediction based on new data in inference from the old data by referring by learning from the old data they're able to make recognize the new data and work with the new data. um Example, predicting house prices scenario. So To predict house price based on rooms and location, process collect data, number of rooms, location, prices, prepare data clean and structure, choose the algorithm, linear regression, train modern AI learn patterns, and then you test and predict prices, kind of thing. So it's a process. This is just an example of breakdown and what I mean by predicting how AI works in terms of the workflow. Um, training AI model, Python example, I am. So if you're using Python, most time, for me, I use Jupyter Notebook or Google Colab most of the time. You collect your data, you train your model, and then all of that. So this is kind of just an example again of the workflow. So real world application of AI, healthcare, agriculture, finance, and education. AI currently being applied in these fields, predicting disease from records, pattern from what is happening, identify crop disease, very important. Approving loan based on historical data. So you supply the history, has this customer able to be he's a credit worthy. Education, personalized training, and all of that. ChatGPT is doing a great job in that regard, and DeepSeek and the other ones. So, the other ones you like, and then follow suit. So, summary: AI works by learning patterns from data. Training process involved with imputing data and making predictions as the outcome. Just whatever outcome you want, you tailor your data to work towards that. High quality data is very essential for great accuracy and validation. To like Python enable AI model training. So this is more the way I structure this lesson. So things to take away from here is that when AI has model when you're working with AI model and the training, there has to be an input, there has to be the model, and then there has to be an output. So those are the model the takeaway. Those are just the basic, very basic structure of what we're doing here. So again. Thank you very much for paying attention to this lesson. It's important. I didn't really go much into details, but I just want to bring how it works in a very simplified form. Very simplified form to you so that you can relate. And then from here, you build your foundation and move ahead and move forward in your progress and learning how to use AI models and all of that. So, again, thank you. I appreciate this and I will see you in the next lesson 5 and bless you.